Notice what your breath is like without needing to fix or change it. Letting go of everything you know about the breath. Just noticing if it's smooth or a bit jagged or deep or shallow. And we begin the practice by just scanning the body. See what stands out here. Might be a sensation in the neck, might be some tiredness, maybe a busy mind, maybe even just the first time you were really still today. A little break from the rest of it all. And I invite you to feel into safety. And if that feels far away or non-existent, then paint the picture of the most perfect, safe place for you. And really allow yourself to indulge in this visualization. Let your whole body be part of it as you imagine yourself in this safe place. Feel like your whole body has ears and vibrates with all of the sounds of this place. The obvious sounds, as well as the more subtle sounds. And your whole body has eyes and takes in all the colors and shapes, the things that are still and the things that are moving. Feeling the different textures of this place alive in you. And the smells of this place. Even the taste of this place. That might simply be the taste that's in your mouth, or it might be a specific flavor, a food, a drink that just goes with this place. Feeling all of it at once. And then letting the image go and just feeling the qualities, the different sensations of safety, the overall effect. For some people, it can be a kind of a heavy groundedness in the pelvis or the pelvis and legs, even the whole back body, even the whole body. For some, it's a light, spacious airiness. For some, it's a combination of both. I almost always hear peaceful, calm, warm. The word freedom also shows up. Free to just be yourself. No need for social masks. Just your gorgeous, authentic self. Every part of you is welcome here. For some, it's just a glow, a tingle from head to toe. And know that you could stay here through the whole practice. Know that this inner resource, this internal safe haven, travels with you, and you can step into it any time in your day-to-day life. Use it as just a nice grounding practice. But particularly when things get challenging or overwhelming. So we practice being here. And then we also have it in this meditation in case something comes up that we're only ready to be with for a moment. Or perhaps we're not ready to be with it at all and we just step back into this place. And from here, I invite you to feel into your intention for coming today. What would you like to get out of this session, this meditation, this gathering? And feel that intention, even if it's simply, I don't know, I just wanted to try it out. Or perhaps it's to understand something about yourself more clearly. Whether that's a crook in the neck or something that's been working you lately. A frustration, a joy, a happiness. A success, a challenge. Perhaps you'd just like to sit with how that aspect is affecting you. So opening up to and observing as the intention shows up, offered to the mind from the body. There's a big shift in this, that we're honoring the body's wisdom. And we're letting it be the CEO. So you heard me make this analogy. The mind makes a fabulous executive assistant. It does not make the best CEO, but that's where we have placed it in our culture. Coming back to those old sayings of follow your heart, follow your gut. and follow your neck. Learning, or rather remembering, to read the messages of the body and incorporate them in how we think, how we speak, and how we act. Deepak Chopra says something to the effect of, when you eavesdrop on the, or when you listen to the body, you eavesdrop on the universe. And the body speaks just the truth, simply and succinctly. And though our issues can be manifested in our tissues, the communication process of the body is truthful, whereas the communication of the mind is often distorted by our conditioning, our misunderstandings. And sometimes we know those, and sometimes we don't know that they're misunderstandings. And it takes this deep inquiry into self to really reveal that. And the other piece that is revealed is this essence, this true nature, pure being, spirit, grace that you also are. And so turning to the body, even if you want to just hang out in safety, in your safe place, feeling the sensations of the lips, relaxing the thinking mind, but no need to resist it. If images of the lips show up, that's fine. But the focus and your attention is in the experience, in the sensations. And from the lips, feeling into the gums, upper gums and lower gums, and even into the teeth, the solid earthiness of the teeth, and the roof of the mouth, the floor of the mouth, the tongue, the inner walls of the mouth, the joints of the mouth, and the whole mouth, upper jaw, lower jaw, and all of the pieces simultaneously, one field of sensation. And from the back of the mouth, feeling into the left inner ear, the left ear canal, the left outer ear, back of the mouth, right inner ear, right ear canal, right outer ear, back of the mouth, both ears, inner ear canals and outer ears felt all at once. And sensing into the left cheek, the right cheek, both cheeks. Sense the left nostril, the right nostril, and both nostrils, and sensing which one is breathing more fully in this moment. Sense the tip of the nose as you inhale and exhale. Sense the bridge of the nose. Kind of this central point that spreads out into eyebrows, into cheekbones, offers up the inside edge of both eye sockets. And sensing into the left eye and the left eye socket, including the left temple. The left eye and socket is one field of sensation. In the right eye, in the right eye socket and temple. Sense the right eye and socket as one field of sensation. And both eyes, both sockets, and the bridge of the nose, all together. Sense the space between the eyebrows, relaxing and releasing. And the little ripple that carries with it all the way down to the sides of the face and the sides of the head. Sense the forehead, center of the forehead, the left side of the forehead, and the right side of the forehead. Sense the hairline, and the crown of the head. The back of the head. Relaxing the thinking mind without resisting it. As you sense into the physical sensations of the brain. The brain stem, all the way down through the spinal cord. And sensing how a lot of the nerves of the face go right back into the brain. And then they begin to travel down through the brain stem, out through the neck and throat, out across the top of the torso into the shoulders. Sensing the left shoulder, the left upper arm, the left elbow, the left lower arm, the left wrist, and the left hand, the palm of the left hand, the back of the left hand, and the left pinky finger, the left ring finger, the left middle finger, the left index finger, the left thumb, the whole left hand, vibrant, tingly, almost effervescent. And sense the ball of energy that seems to live in the palm of the hand. indicative of how many nerve endings are there, not only giving information, but receiving information, and feeling that interface just above the surface of the skin in the palm of the left hand. The hum of communication. And the hum and the rhythm of the flow between inner and outer. And feel that vibrancy all the way back up through the left wrist, the forearm, the elbow, the left upper arm, the shoulder joint. Feel that brightness light up the left side of the chest, the left ribs, front, side, and back, the left shoulder blade, the left side of the thoracic spine, the left side of the sternum, the left lung, the left side of the heart. And follow that sensation back up into the neck, the throat, and as you exhale, feel another river of sensation flow down through the right shoulder, the right upper arm, the right elbow, the right forearm, the right wrist, the palm of the right hand, the back of the right hand, the right pinky finger, the right ring finger, the right middle finger, the right index finger, and the right thumb. Sensing the whole right hand and the sparks of energy that leave it, particularly the palm, that feel out into the space beyond the skin, receiving information through the air. And feel that bright aliveness, that communication awakened through the whole right hand and the right wrist and the right forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder joint, and feel that aliveness continue to light up the right side of the chest, the right ribs, front, side, and back, the right shoulder blade, the right side of the thoracic spine, the right side of the sternum, the right lung, the right side of the heart. Sensing the entire thoracic cavity, inside and outside, both arms, both hands, the throat and the neck, the head and the face, top third of the body, bright, vibrant, tingly, and alive. And feeling that aliveness continue to flow down through the diaphragm into the upper organs of the abdomen, the abdominal muscles, the front of the abdomen, inside the abdomen, in the back of the abdomen, into the low back, the lumbar vertebrae, the waist, back, sides, and front. Relaxing the thinking mind and allowing it at the same time. Just anchoring your attention on the sensations in the body, noticing the sound of the heater turning on in the studio, and coming back to the sensations of the pelvic bowl, the sacrum, the hip bones, the organs of the pelvic bowl, bladder, reproductive organs, intestines, colon, rectum, the pelvic floor muscles, even the buttocks and the hip flexors. And feel how the pelvic bowl, in a much smaller way, mimics the movement of the ribs as you inhale and as you exhale. Feeling the pelvic floor soften with the inhales and spread, and gently contract with the exhales, drawing in and up. And sensing the left hip joint, the left thigh, the left knee, the left shin and calf, and the whole lower leg, left ankle, left heel, the sole of the left foot, the top of the left foot, and the left big toe, second toe, left third toe, the left fourth toe, and the left little toe. And sensing like the hands, the sole of the left foot, another very bright interface between inner and outer, where nerve endings receive and give information. Feeling that bright tingle of communication and connection to the earth, to the air. And feel that brightness flow up through the left ankle, the left lower leg, the left knee and thigh. And sensing the right hip joint, the right thigh, the right knee, the right lower leg, the right ankle, the right heel, the sole of the right foot, the top of the right foot, and the toes, the right big toe, the right second toe, the right third toe, the right fourth toe, and the fifth toe, pinky. Feeling the whole right foot, a vibrant ball of energy. And feel that vibrancy flowing up through the right ankle, the right lower leg, the right knee, and the thigh. Sensing both feet, both legs simultaneously. Sensing both feet, both legs, and the torso, the shoulders, arms, and hands, the throat and neck, head and face, whole body lit up. Feeling all of this that's happening all the time that we just don't think of, we don't pay attention to until it hurts a little more than normal or a lot more than normal, until something's off. All of this tingly, alive busyness in your body happening, and connecting intimately with all of it so that you are more available for its messages, for its wisdom. Sensing the whole body, its vibrant aliveness. And just like the ripples in a pond, feel how the vibration of the body, your energetic footprint, doesn't stay contained in the skin. It spills out. Feeling that it's as it spills out into the space above you, but the space of the above you spills into you as well. The solid earthy space underneath you, the space to the left of you, and the space to the right of you, the space beyond the crown of the head and the soles of the feet. Feeling what science backs up. The body dissolving into space and space dissolving into body. If you look closely at the skin under a microscope, you cannot see a dividing line between it and the space around it. There is no stopping point. It all is flowing together. Feeling that delicious soup that you're in. And feeling the unique flavor that you bring to this soup, and the flavors that have been working or learning you, affecting you lately. Most importantly, the flavors that are touching you, affecting you right now, without judgment. And as long as it feels safe, without moving to fix or change anything. Senses wide open, receiving the world as it receives you, feeling the interconnectedness of us, even though we're not in the same space. Yet we are in the same space. Just a little more spread out. And as you feel out into the world around you, how far do those tentacles go? Do they come to an outer stopping point, or do they just keep going? Trust your experience. And if you turn those inquiring tentacles back inwards and follow them in and in and in 360 degrees in every direction, do they come to a stopping point? Or do they just keep going? Again, trusting your experience. There's no wrong answer. And sensing the body being breathed, the room, the world being breathed in this moment. Sensing the inhale and the flow of the inhale, and how the exhale or the inhalation dissolves and eventually an exhalation shows up. Feel the flow of the exhale and the dissolving of that, and waiting for an inhalation to arise, just watching the rise and fall, the turning of the breath, the dissolving and the appearing. And sensing one energetic pathway down the left side of the body, and feel like you inhale down the left side of the body and exhale up the left side of the body, just the left side. Inhaling down, exhaling up. Relaxing the thinking mind. And after your next exhalation, just shift to the other side and inhale down the right side of the body. Exhale back up the right side of the body. Following the flow and the dissolve and the reappearing of the breath, just on or with the right side of the body. And after your next exhalation, shifting back to the left side, but this time inhale up the left side of the body. Exhale down the left side of the body. It can be interesting to watch the mind get attached to one direction instead of the other. Not that it matters, but the mind likes to pick and choose. It might even say, "Oh, that's wrong." Just see if you can shift. And then after your next exhalation, switch to the right side and continue inhaling up the right side of the body, exhaling down the right side of the body. And then see if you can feel yourself inhaling up one side and down the other side. And reverse that as you exhale. Like two elevators moving at opposite intervals or in opposite directions. And then switch it. As you inhale, the other side moves up and the other side moves down, and vice versa as you exhale. Notice what arises as you try. And then just let it go. Just feel the breath. No direction, no side, everything all at once. Whole body, whole room, whole world, inhaling and exhaling, whole universe breathing you. And see what's here now. The wide angle lens, just what's here. What stands in the foreground. Where does it manifest in your body? What does it feel like? Can you soften or even let go completely any judgment, any resistance or clinging, any like or dislike? And then if you find there is nothing there, everything is washed clean, it's completely neutral. That too is a perfect experience. Or if you'd like to use images or memory to invite something forwards, wait until you can feel it and then let the images and memories go and just sit with it with your whole being, attentive and listening, curious and open without moving to fix or change, without trying to figure it out. Just completely intrigued and enamored and open to this part of you. As you sit and wait and listen with your whole body, a question may arise in you for this part of yourself. Feel free to ask it without expecting an answer, but open to one if one were to show itself. And if there's a question, and as you pose it to this part of yourself, does the experience of this part of you shift or change? Can you just watch it without reading into it? And sometimes when it feels seen, it just lets go. Sometimes before we're even ready, that may be your experience already. You could invite it back using images and memories. Sometimes it's hard to tell if that's our defense mechanism to push it away, or if it's just become a little leery of us because it's not been allowed. So shy. And another thing that may organically happen, the opposite may show up. Or you might like to invite it forwards and just politely excuse yourself from the original And using images or memories, feel into whatever shows up as the opposite. There's no rules as to what the opposite is. It can usually be a few things. And notice where it lives in your body and what it feels like. And does preference or aversion show up when it shows up? And if it just feels like this is a sideways, off track move, then just let it go and sit with the original one. But if it feels right for you, you could feel into the opposite and just sit with it, be present with it, be as open as feels safe. Remembering you have an inner resource. If anything feels like a little too much, you can take a break there and come back when you're ready. And then if it has felt right to play into the opposite, to explore the opposite, you could also just see what it's like without being too serious about it. Move back and forth between the two. Really feel into one. Observe how easy or challenging it is to excuse yourself and shift into the other. Sometimes it's really easy. Sometimes it's not. Is it even possible to meet them equally without the labels of good and bad, of acceptable and unacceptable? And then you could even see what it's like to feel them both at the same time, if that's even possible. Give them each enough space to be here simultaneously. And if that's possible, what's that like? And then notice the part of you that's doing all the noticing. Feel into the witnessing, the presence that all of this is unfolding in. Notice if the ego comes in and claims it and says, I am noticing. That too, something just unfolding within awareness, within the witnessing. Just this. Everything and nothing in particular. What's that like? And touch back into your intention for your practice today. See how it went. What's shifted and changed? Are there any new understandings or new questions that have arisen from this practice? And are there any new intentions, new promptings, any follow through action that this practice is asking of you? Is there anything left to do in this practice? Or does it feel complete? And if it feels complete, you can begin to deepen your breathing. Bring some movement into the body. When you're ready, bend your knees. And if you're still finishing up, feel free to just finish up and join us whenever you're ready. Move in any way your body intuits. When you're ready, roll to your side. And again, when you're ready, press yourself back up to sitting.